Lake City, Utah, fully illuminated tonight as we get a look at our broadcast setting from the skies high above. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Bagley.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, the Utah Jazz tries to keep their players happy by financially incentivizing them. Contract bonuses include on-the-court performance, physical fitness, and off-season workouts. The team's general manager said, to be a significant program, we need to be great defensively and with individual development. The bonuses are created with those goals in mind. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Fantastic backcourt facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. And so I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Len in at the 5 down low. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Davis. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Conley. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Pelicans. He was a non-factor. Passes it to Mitchell. Davis with it. Shot clock at 5. Over Bagley. Davis with the bucket.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Here's Fox. Here's Hield. Gobert with the block. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. But they get it back. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game right now. No good on that one.
And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence with this group.
And he sinks the second.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Great D that time from Bagley.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hield can't hit. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Davis. He kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Good on the triple.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Fox with it. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Lets a floater go. Unable to get that one.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync. I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Kings have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Fox now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Here's Mitchell. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now here's Conley. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. And that one is off. Great D that time from Bagley. And here's Barnes for 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Good work there as it goes. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The Kings trail by 6. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Second is Buddy Hield.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Give them all credit for the work they put in to become such great free throw shooters. Trust me, it takes a lot of work to shoot those kinds of percentages.
6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Utah with the rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Hield.
You know, he stands 6'3", but Donovan Mitchell's 6'11" wingspan more than compensates. He has the tools to be an elite two-way player.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. And look at the physical profile for Mitchell, a world-class athlete.
And it's his aggressiveness for me that puts him over the top. Doesn't shrink from the big moments. He embraces that spotlight.
And so he hits both. Well, Steve, we're just halfway through the season. What stands out to you so far in what you've seen?
Well, I think for me is those teams that are underdogs, they're overachieving. And some of those teams that we had out in front, we start to nitpick what's wrong with those guys. I think the halfway point is for teams both underachieving, overachieving to start to really kick in. And some of those teams do and some don't.
Moves back up, trying to get open is Len. Great tee that time from Davis. Here's Mitchell. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so here's Sacramento, trailing by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On the wing, Heel. Sacramento again missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. Now the pass to Barnes. Bagley in the post. Davis is on it. And Davis pulls it down. Jazz leading by 10. Conley scanning the floor. Mitchell wide open. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Trying to get something going. And there's the nice layup by Fox. Fox has got 5.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
And he's good on the second. Well, we see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the 3rd and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Conley with it, out guarded by Hield. Pass to Mitchell. Left side, Davis. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for him.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Pass to Hield. And Fox has it in the corner. Len's shot is off.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Fox kicks to Barnes. The shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. And a change for the Kings. Jabari Parker's checked in for Alex Len. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Kings trail by 16. Timeout called by the Kings. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
A different look for Utah. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Then for the Kings, Bielitsa. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Heel. Utah leading by 16. Clarkson on the wing. Guarded by Fox. And stolen by Bielitsa. All alone. Finishes the break with a slam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Mitchell passes to Niang. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Bielitsa finds Parker. And here's Bogdanovic. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. The rebound by Niang.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Moutier passes to Mitchell. Releases. Nice move.
And here we can check out the story on Marvin Bagley. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 13 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
First one falls for him. Joseph, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Mitchell drops them both. Now here's Joseph. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bogdanovic against Bradley. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Clarkson. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Bagley. Parker looking over the floor. Kicks it to Joseph. To the paint, trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. Shoots over Clarkson, and the shot is long.
He can't get anything to fall this quarter, and obviously that's dragging the whole team down.
Moutier passes to Niang. And the Kings pushing it up now. And there's Bogdanovic. That's good on the assist by Parker.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Utah leading by 14. Here's Niang. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Moutier against Bielitsa. Moutier, no good. Bielitsa passes to Parker. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
And that one misses. The Jazz making a switch here. Williams-Goss is checked in. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Sacramento. Good on the second free throw. Here's Moutier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Right wing. Here's Williams-Goss. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Passes to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 15.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Bazemore passes to Joseph. Drills the three-pointer.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
Joseph against Moutier. And the pass to Williams-Goss. Back to Moutier. Second chance shot. Bradley passes to Niang. They shoot again. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bazemore, no one around him, and it comes off the front of the rim. Out to the right wing. Here's Williams-Goss. Bradley kicks to Moutier. Here's Williams-Goss. Off with the layup. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back to the action after this word. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and people didn't really believe in our team a few years ago. They were kind of laughing at us. When I say I want to win a championship, people are laughing, but I believe that we're going to win a championship.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking, and Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
They've got Clarkson. Williams-Goss is out there with Moutier. Then there's Bradley, and it's Niang in at the power forward. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Here's Bielitsa following the bucket by the Jazz. Parker, and the shot goes in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. So it's Sacramento after the basket by Utah. Out to the right wing. And here's Joseph for 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far, but as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Now here's Bradley. Now the dish to Clarkson. Here's Williams-Goss. He's covered by Bazemore. Count that one for Williams-Goss. And the Jazz lead by 11. Smitty, Snyder also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Clarkson. Alex Len's checked in for the Kings. Pass to Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Len, good.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. It's stolen by Gobert. Rebound by the Kings.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now Bogdanovich. 14 points from him the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Here's Williams-Goss. Rejected by Len. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Bogdanovich against Bogdanovich. Outside, Joseph. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Shot by Joseph, no good.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
To the wing right side. Moutier against Parker. Inside, stolen by Len. Joseph looking around, and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
And you look at Bagley. He's pulled in a lot of votes. Nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting.
Shooting 2.
A free throw good from Moutier. You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough, or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Fox, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Conley inside the line. Another miss by Utah. The Kings trail by 11. Here's Parker. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Now here's Moutier. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. Davis dishes to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Masterful control by Mike Conley, keeping his eyes on the rim and nailing the shot through contact.
The Kings have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. over 60% shooting. Fox against Conley. Floats one up, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Jazz lead by 13.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
The Kings shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Healed outside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Moutier.
Looking here at some numbers for Rudy Gobert. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 20 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
Now here's Parker. He has 5. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. And a change for Sacramento. Bagley's checked in. Here's Fox. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Bagley with a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Bogdanovich left side. Lock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open from outside off the mark.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Took him no time at all on that one. Jazz leading by 11. Conley with it. He's got 5. On the wing, Mitchell. Offensive rebound. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 8 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Fox. Barnes looking around. Off target with his 3. And it's Davis with the ball for the Jazz. At one point, they led by 16. Bogdanovich dishes to Gobert. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Gobert's got 4 this quarter. The Kings trail by 15. Outside, Fox. Pass to Hield. Over Mitchell. Bagley trying to free himself up. Len finds Bagley. Stolen by Conley. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Free throw good, Conley. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
The Kings trail by 18. Left side, Fox. One kicks to Hield. Can they get it?
And the defensive chops of Gobert just knows how to hold down the fort for his team.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fox.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
And the shot is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. Here's Davis. It's stolen by Bagley. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. George Niang, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. The Kings trail by 17. Fox with it. Conley picks him up. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
Trying to get open is Davis. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang. Niang's got his first bucket in this one. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Fox against Conley. Outside Fox. Barnes outside. 5 to shoot. Pulls it up. Sacramento gets it back. The wide open look here for Fox. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Jazz leading by 19. Pass to Niang. Over to the wing. Here's Conley. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Bielitsa's checked in. The Kings trail by 21. And here is Fox. He has 7. Healed outside. Barnes outside. Just 5 to shoot. Off the left rim and out.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Conley into the lane. Count it. Good. Conley's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. With some arc, and the layup is up and in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
.129 left to play here in the half. And now the Kings fast break. Barnes with the ball. And that one drops for him.
Pure hustle from Barnes in transition there. The way he runs the floor is a thing of beauty.
Jazz leading by 19 points. Here's Niang. Mitchell outside. .103 left to play in the first half. Here's Conley. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Conley's got 14.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Up top, Fox. Covered by Conley. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Conley against Fox, and stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Barnes. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Conley.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. A different look for Utah. Bradley's checked in for Gobert. And Williams-Goss subbed in for Mike Conley. Then for the Kings, Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Barnes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Hield. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Back to Mitchell. Down low. Here's Niang. Here's Bradley. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, you know, we're trying to defend, and you know, we've been a little bit fortunate too. They've missed some shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel it. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3-ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They rely way too heavily on three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the court right now for the Kings. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley the duo with the forward. And it's Len in at the 5 spot. Barnes, ready by Bogdanovich.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Hield. The pass to Barnes. Trying to find Len. Gets it to him. And that one is good.
The assist there from Barnes. Over the years, he's got better and better making decisions with the ball in his hands.
Fox against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Davis dishes to Gobert. Shoots over Len, and Gobert with the basket on the assist by Davis. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
The evolution of Gobert's offense, much more fluid now at that end.
The Kings shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Outside, Fox drains the three-pointer.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Conley against Fox. Pass to Bogdanovich. This one for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bogdanovich has got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And here is Fox after Bojan Bogdanovich getting his shot to go from deep.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Sacramento shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
One shot.
Jazz leading by 20. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Mitchell outside. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, but they're 3 or 4 to start the second half.
To the inside. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Shot clock at 5. Conley with the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Land's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fox finds Heel. Shot on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 8 now on the night. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Here's Fox following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Conley against Fox. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Len's shot is off. Utah leading by 18. Mitchell outside. Jazz passing it around. Bounce pass Conley. The feed to Mitchell. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. From the arc. Rebound by the Kings. Land's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Barnes can't get it to go.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Here's Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Moutier, he's checked in for Mitchell. And a change for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Len. And Fox gets it to go. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. He kicks it to Gobert, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Over Parker. The offensive rebound. Gobert got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Parker passes to Hield. No good that time. And it's Utah the other way. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top four. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
The Kings trail by 20. Hield outside. Passes it to Fox. The teardrop falls in. Fox has got 10 points in the quarter.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Conley against Fox. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Good D by Barnes.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Scooped up. Bagley dishes to Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Anytime Barnes gets that close to the basket, he's looking to throw it down.
Now Moutier. Bogdanovich looking around. Over in the corner, Moutier. Out to Conley. From deep. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Hield with the bucket. Jazz leading by 14. Left side, Davis. The shot, no good. Good D by Parker. Over in the corner, Barnes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's now 11 points for Barnes.
He smiles on these catch-and-shoot opportunities. Barnes very comfortable as a secondary scorer.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Ed Davis. Clarkson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Williams-Goss subbed in for Mike Conley. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Now, here's Clarkson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The Kings trail by 11. Here's Bazemore. Here's Bogdanovich. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. To the middle, and stolen by Bielitsa. Now here's Bazemore. Defense is right there. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The strength that Bazemore's added coming into play. Nice finish against physical D.
The pass to Williams-Goss. Clarkson against Bazemore. To end the cold streak. Now here's Moutier, guarded closely. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jabari Parker. And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside Bogdanovich. Moutier against Joseph. Bazemore for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Here's Clarkson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Parker against Moutier. Parker kicks to Joseph. Bielitsa with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Bazemore. No good with the triple. Utah leading by 11. Moutier pass to Williams-Goss. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Fourth, the Kings.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. The Kings trail by 12. Hands of the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Parker. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's around 14 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
For Sacramento, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Utah leading by 11. Aston Yang. Bogdanovich against Clarkson. Inside, here's Williams-Goss. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. .153 left to play here in the third. And here is Joseph. 6 points for him. Parker outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Parker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Passes it to Moutier. Tries from the block. Here's Niang. Bazemore grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 12. Bogdanovich wide open. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Moutier. The pass to Niang. The shot off that time. Good D by Parker. Sacramento's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's Williams-Goss. Moutier with the basket.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Here's Joseph. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the 3rd. We've got 22 seconds left in the 3rd. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Moutier. He's got 7 to the right side. Here's Niang. Here's Gobert. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gobert's got 6 in the quarter. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
We're doing a better job of making shots. Good job just playing ball out there. But on defense, they're swinging it where they want. A couple misses they did have, we didn't grab the rebound and made us pay for that.
Well, up in the ante on the defensive end, Coach Walton pleading for it.
That and hitting the glass, Kevin, both things Coach wants more of.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Davis is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Williams-Goss in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Kings. They trail by 14. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Fox looking it over. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Len. Shoots over Clarkson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Mitchell outside. Puts up a 3. The Jazz with another miss.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Bogdanovich finds Fox. Now here's Len. Pass to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. Nobody near Parker. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Mitchell dishes to Clarkson. Pass to Williams-Goss. Feeds it to Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
The Kings trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from 18. Jazz leading by 16. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
They are at their best when Mitchell pushes the action. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
And here are the Kings now. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Timeout called by the Kings. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
For the Jazz, Bogdanovich comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and Mike Conley subbed in for Williams Goss. Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. Lenke kicks to Barnes. Fox against Bogdanovich. Here's Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings. Jazz have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight. The Kings trail by 20. Hield outside. Knocked loose. Stolen by Conley. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's Fox following the bucket by the Jazz. No good again that time.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And here are the Kings now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Hield. Gobert with the block. Outside, Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Michael Conley good for 3. Conley's got 19 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Fox against Conley. Count that one. 21 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Utah.
Fox against Conley. Passes to Bogdanovich. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Kicks to Parker. Here's Len. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Ed Davis. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
Take a break. You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about if we're coaches and executives and players are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Parker. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. That one is no good. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Down low, Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Tipped away. Stolen by Michael Conley. Lays it in off the breakaway. Conley's got 21.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Here's Farrell. On the wing, Barnes. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Davis, the pass to Gobert. He kicks to Conley. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Harry Giles is checked in for Sacramento. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Farrell passes to Bazemore. Back to Farrell. There's the pass to Holmes. He dishes it to Heel. Utah with the rebound. Bradley's got 7 rebounds in the game. Back to Conley. Over to the wing. Here's O'Neal. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Hield. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Utah has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Davis inside. Right block shot. Here's Bradley. Pass to Conley. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Farrell. Good work defensively by Conley. Jazz shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. To the inside. From 8. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 8th assist here tonight. Well, Smitty, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. George Niang, he's checked in for Davis. And Williams Goss subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Farrell. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Giles. In the corner, Holmes with it. Shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait. But you can't blame him.
Here's Williams Goss. The shot, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Dishes it to Bazemore. Shoots it up. Rebounded by the Jazz. Bradley's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Williams-Goss. An easy 2 points on the layup.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And Sacramento has possession. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Bazemore. Shoots the three. Sinks the triple.
The smooth lefty stroke of Kent Bazemore. He can hurt you from out there.
Here's Williams-Goss. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Well, Kevin, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
Here's Farrell. And there's the pass to Bazemore. Back to Farrell. Joseph up top. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. So it's Utah now. Here's Williams-Goss. Pass to Niang. Shoots over Holmes. Again, the Jazz score.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Now Bazemore. Pass to Farrell. Back to Bazemore. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one and dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Sacramento's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Farrell passes to Holmes. And good that time. Holmes got his first basket.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Donovan Mitchell.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Now, here is O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Williams-Goss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Bazemore with it. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's Williams-Goss. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, you know, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.